Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different for my process video. I've seen some of the ladies on the Creative Retreat team working in a hymnal with the November Faith Art box. So what I have here is a hymnal that some friends of mine from church gifted me. It's super old, super falling apart, beautiful, beautiful. I'm always so hesitant to dive into it because it's just this really pretty vintage hymnal, but I am going to go ahead and use a page from here for Joy to the World. And so I'm actually going to work on this hymnal page, and then I think what I'm going to do is tear it out and actually frame it and have it as part of some decor this holiday season. But on camera, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to work on this hymnal using the products from the kit this month. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward, and we'll dive right in and put this together.
Okay, so I'm going to begin by using a ruler to carefully tear this page out of the book. Now, the pages in this particular hymnal are super delicate because, as you can see, it's aged, it's worn. I'll have to look at the date. I'm not quite sure when this one is from, but you can see I started to kind of tear one of the past pages. And it was a little scary, so you just want to be careful when you're pulling pages out of a vintage hymnal like this. And some of you might be cringing. I know I'm tearing into this old book, but you can see it's already falling apart. And this way, this hymnal is going to get a lot more love than just sitting on my shelf. So I'm not afraid to cut it apart. I've even used it to die cut shapes out of and things like that. So put it to use. Don't just let it sit on your shelf. I'll try to link down below some places online where you can find vintage hymnals. They can be a little bit tough to find, but you can always check with your local church. They may have some in storage or something like that that you could grab. So I have some green acrylic paint here, and I'm trying to kind of visualize where I want to paint on these like pine branches, and I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, it's not like I can just grab another Joy to the World hymn page, so I don't want to mess it up. So I decided to be careful and grab a pencil and kind of sketch it out first and then go in with the acrylic paint. I kind of toyed between acrylic paint and watercolors. The watercolors would have been transparent where you could still see the words on the page, but I was a little bit concerned about adding too much moisture to this page. I was afraid it would just completely disintegrate and fall apart. So you could add like watercolor ground or something to that beforehand if you were kind of concerned about that. My other concern was watercolors. If you're not using high quality artist grade watercolors, they will change colors or fade over time in sunlight if you're not careful. And so since I knew I was going to be, framing this and displaying it, it's not going to be in a book, I didn't want to risk it with watercolors. So I'm going in with the acrylic paint, and you can see I accidentally stuck the corner into the paint. I could trim off that bottom edge, but I figured, you know what, it's already messy. When you could see when I'm pulling it out of the book, it had like stains and aging and all kinds of just different colors on the pages, and so I'm hoping it'll just kind of blend right in and we'll just ignore that I got paint on there. But I'm just taking a thin paintbrush and really, messily adding some little pine needles in, lots of paint, a little bit of paint, and quickly doing that. So here I've tried to find some circular objects on my desk. I have this little faux planted cactus from Target, and in a minute I'll pull out a candle, and I'm just gonna cut out some circles from, this is the devotional backing that's got that pattern cardstock, and then I also have some scrapbook paper from my stash. And I'm going to be creating little Christmas ornaments to hang from that pine branch. So I wanted a variety of sizes, and this paper here is from one of the older Illustrated Faith pattern paper. I think it's last year's, which may still be available. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. But I'm trying to pick, colors that kind of match the colors of the stickers of the Faith Art box this month. And this one, I wanted to make sure that would fit that Joy to the World piece. And since that is the hymn that we are journaling here, I'm going to use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It is a permanent ink, and this one in particular, VersaFine, gives you a really nice, crisp, clean image when you stamp with it, and it's really deep, vibrant black. And so I wanted it, to really look nice on this piece. So I set that aside, and now I'm going to work on this other little Christmas ornament. And I noticed that there were some word fetty stickers in here that made it so I could pull out the phrase, "Let every heart prepare him room," which is some lyrics from the hymn itself. So I'm pulling out some alpha tiles. I initially thought about using last year's November Faith Art Box alpha tiles, but the color was a little bit off to be on this white paper, so I pulled out the August ones instead because they had that mint and the green that went with this month as well. So don't be afraid to pull out past months, even if they're not holiday, and mix and match. So you can see I use that little heart sticker as the heart, so let every heart prepare him room. And this Noel piece is actually the sticker that kind of inspired the whole path I took with this page here, because I wanted to turn it into like a little miniature ornament, and so that's kind of what started this whole process of creating these ornaments. And if you caught my Facebook Live in the Creative Retreat Insiders group, I did a similar kind of paper piecing technique in my Bible and made little gift boxes, and so I wanted to do something similar with these papers for this as well. So if you're not a part of the Insiders group, I don't know why not. Go ahead on over, join, because there are free printables every month over there, and it's just kind of fun to see how everybody's using the boxes each month and what they're doing with them. And periodically, some of us from the team will pop in and do Facebook Lives over there as well. So I will have that link down below so you can go join and join into the community that we have over there. I'm going in and starting to adhere things down, and also going and adding some pen detail just to add some contrast and help things kind of pop out and take shape. I'm just sketching in some little ornament toppers on the top of these, not anything fancy, just a little rectangle and a half circle. So don't be scared to go in there and just freehand things like this. And I'm letting it kind of be messily filled in and have that kind of hand-drawn look. And I'll use my ruler to add the little strings up to that branch there, just to make sure that they are semi-straight. So the rest of it, I want it to be kind of fun and messy, but these I did want to be straight on there. And I'm using a illustrated faith pen, which is archival safe and all that goodness. So this piece should be able to be displayed for years and years, and I don't have to worry about anything fading or anything like that. So I don't know about you, but I've tried to use this little bow on every project I've done this month with this kit. It's super cute. So I'm going to use that to stamp little bows up at the top where these are tied onto the branch. I thought it'd be better than closer to the ornament itself. I thought it might get too busy and messy down there. And then I decided to use like a little cluster up in the top right hand corner just to kind of add some more detail and finish it off up here. I thought about using that green one, but the green didn't really match the greens I had already used on there. So we're going to go with that pink and another red heart, because the only place I had red so far was on that ornament. So that'll pull in a little bit more red. And again, add some pen detail, and that just kind of helps things stand out from the busyness of that background with all of the hymn on there. And then as one final finishing touch, I am going to add some gold watercolor splatters to kind of help mask that green blob at the bottom right hand corner, just make it a little bit messy. But I also just wanted to add some shimmer. I am taking a risk by adding watercolor to this. Like I said, if it's not meant to last forever, it won't. But I'm hoping since it's a metallic, it will last a lot longer than like a regular watercolor. And this is Kiritaki Gansai Tombies, so they're a really nice quality watercolor. And that is it for the project today. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. I'm going to try to find a frame that this will fit in and use it as decor. So I hope this inspires you to use your kits outside of your Bible journaling this month. Check out the description box for links to everything that I used today. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.